You're watching Joker's Wild, your number one alternative to entertainment, news, views and reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that was said by an actress who I actually admire, to be honest, in terms of her actual talent. Quote is in regards to James Gunn's new forthcoming reboot of The Man of Steel. And if it's true, well, it could spell more doom and gloom for Warner Brothers that they do not need after last year. Now, all that being said, it still could turn out to be a nothing burger. It could. We just don't know yet. Either way, let's check it out. Now, first thing I've got to say is DC needs a hit. Okay, I may be stating the obvious here, but they most definitely need this movie to be a success. Now, whether that's 700 million at the box office or $1 billion, just needs to turn a profit, be well received by the fandom. I'm pretty sure James Gunn knows this. At least I think he does. Just like Marvel need Deadpool 3 to succeed. Okay, you get the message. The stakes are high. So when I heard this from one of the actresses who was up for the role of Lois Lane, I rolled my eyes so far back they almost came out my ass. Could James Gunn be that dumb? Doing such a great job on Guardians 3 right bang in the middle of Disney's current year woke revolution indoctrination initiative crap.
Hey, boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Alright, you got me half convinced. Let's get to the article, shall we? I was first made aware of this via boys over at That Park Place, original articles from Variety, in which new It girl Phoebe Dynevor of Bridgerton fame interviewed, talking about what she learned about the role when she read for the part. Now, ultimately she didn't get it, but considering who she lost to, there's no shame in her game. She quotes, "It was a whirlwind and I realised it was over, but it was great," she says, explaining that Lois Lane is a type of role she wants to play. She saves Superman. She's the brain. She's actually the fearless one. End quote. Now, understandably, the internet was up in arms upon hearing this. Heck, I was up in arms. This is not how I wanted to start the year. This is not how James Gunn wants to start his new line of DC projects. At least he shouldn't be. Then I started thinking, what if this is just her summary of what she understood to be Lois Lane's involvement of the story? I mean, no official word has been given yet. Maybe she hasn't even seen the full script. Maybe this is just her headcanon version of what actually transpires in the movie. Look, I'm not shilling for Gunn, alright? But I do remember back when House of the Dragon aired, reading some dumb stuff that was coming out the mouths of these two actresses in the interview regarding what we can expect from their characters. Almost made me quit watching. Almost made me wish the younger actresses were doing the roles for the entire season. Then it was time for them to appear. Well, I was watching something completely different to what they were talking about. Maybe all that was still going on beyond the surface. From my perspective,
it's all gravy.
Why? Because in their heads,
their headcanon was completely different to what was on the screen.
Now this isn't unheard of in modern day, especially dealing with brainwashed actors and actresses.
Nazi!
Similar thing happened over in Andor series, that cast and crew. Anywho, let's look at a few facts. Lois Lane is a strong, independent woman. Now, she's not infallible, but she can definitely hold her own. Superman's one true weakness is, well, is kryptonite. Which pretty much renders him useless, and that's on a good day. Lex Luthor is without doubt among the smartest villains out there. So it should be pretty standard to envision a scenario where Lex Luthor uses kryptonite to almost kill Superman, where Lois Lane will have to step in to save his life before he can go on to save the day. I mean, it could happen, right?
I don't know.
Fine. Let's take a trip down memory lane so I can show you what I mean. 1978 Superman the movie, one of my personal favourites of all time. Lex Luthor's girlfriend and accomplice, Eve Tesmac. No, she's not Lois, but she is human. Anywho, she develops a conscience and decides she's going to rescue the Man of Steel, who, having been exposed to kryptonite, is drowning, having it wrapped around his neck like a Mr. T cosplay gone wrong. Smallville, 2001. Superman's not underwater, but it is raining. Dude's got a blue kryptonite dagger sticking out of his chest. He's dying. Lois finds his body and has to pull that sucker out just in the nick of time. Superman Returns, 2006. Lois Lane has to rescue Superman, who again is drowning.
What is it with the Man is still on water?
A shard of kryptonite rammed into his body.
Now fly.
That's gotta hurt! It's gotta hurt! Hurt!
Swimming him back to the surface before he can regain his strength and save the day. Batman vs Superman 2016. Superman is once again submerged underwater, having retrieved a kryptonite-headed spear designed to kill him. Barely makes it to the water's surface before Lois has to pull him out, tossing the spear aside for him to regain his strength. What I'm trying to say is we really have no idea what plot device is going to be used in order for Lois to have that moment where she gets to save Superman. If in fact that moment actually happens. The thing we can count on is that it will involve water somehow, probably. But hey, maybe Phoebe got it right. Maybe the Man of Steel's nothing but a donut in his own movie. Lois Lane winds up being the real hero. In which case, I'll be here to call James Gunn's ass out. As I'm sure you will be too. Till then, I'm going to reserve my judgment. Just silently watch. Now look, I get it. Fortunately, due to these times, we have to be vigilant when it comes to these pop culture properties. Every day another one gets gobbled up by the woke virus. Hey, let's continue to stand watch. Let's just not be hasty when it comes to our responses. Reserve that for the likes of Lucasfilm, Marvel, heck, Disney on a whole. They're showing no signs of wising up. That's all I gotta say. Now it's over to you. I wanna hear your thoughts on the matter. Is this movie inevitably gonna be woke? Am I delusional in thinking there could be more to this story? Comment down below and let Black Kryptonite know. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.